What a greeting and welcome. Welcome to my people. I have been struggling to connect to this live stream since I got into Morocco in Fez. Shout out to everyone that has been, feeding on my content. I appreciate the love. I see you guys. You watch, you like, you comment. I appreciate. If you're just joining the live stream for the first time, I'm proudly Austin. Yeah, that's what they call me on this streets. Officially, I'm Austin OKON-AKPAN, but I love talking sports. This channel is sports, entertainment, and so much more. I'm right here in Fez, Morocco, covering the 35th edition of the Africa Cup of Nations. So if you're watching me, I'm not sure of this connection. I just wanted to try to tell me if you can hear me loud and clear, because the internet has been a mess, a complete mess since I got into this country. I do not know why, but it's stressing me. That's why I've not been doing the live stream, because at the end of the live stream, the video that drops, I do not just like the quality, so I just stop it. So good to have you guys join me. It will be difficult for me to transit with the videos and the packages that I've done from the pre-match conference to the training sessions of both sides, the Cranes of Uganda and the Super Eagles. This game, the Cranes of Uganda, they're not messing around with it. The Super Eagles, they have already qualified for the round of 16. Anything that happens today, Nigeria will still top that group, and it means they will stay in Fez, because CAF is making use of the head-to-head tiebreaker, and they're beating Tunisia, so they will definitely stay in Fez. But the Super Eagles need to know that it's important that when you build momentum, you must sustain that momentum, and that's why I want them to take it seriously, because you're as good as your last game. Very, very important. They need to take it seriously and then find a way to consolidate on what comes out of the match today against the Cranes. I was at the pre-match conference, but I don't think I've got much time. The game is 5 p.m. Moroccan time. I still want to go out. So what I'm going to do is I'll just try to see if I can share my screen, and then I'll play the last video that I did as regards the Super Eagles and how they're getting ready for this big clash. So walk with me. I'm just going to see if I can bring up. So I might do. Let's go back. Okay. Keep it this way for now. Give me a minute. That's live streaming for you. I'm just trying to for those of you watching me, can you just tell me if you can hear me properly? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is the connection breaking? Because I don't like it. If it's breaking, then I'll just have to stop it. So tell me if you can hear me, if you can see me properly. Am I good like this or good like that? Is my voice breaking? And let me know. Shout out to everyone joining on Facebook and YouTube. That's both platforms I can do today. Sorry to my guys on TikTok, but maybe when I come back in the evening, I'll see what I can do as regards that one. So we'll do post-match analysis together. So yeah, I want to see if I could just, share what I've got. Let me see if I can share screen. Yes, please share the screen. Let me see. Super Eagles final training session. Guys, tell me if you can hear, what's going on in the background. I just want to see if I can play this. Okay, let's go. So this is where the Super Eagles have their training session in Fez. It's called the Mars Training Center. That's the team, approaching the training center. Let's see if it is working. Please let me know if you can see what I'm doing. Because I don't know this internet doesn't give me proper job. That's what it's working. So that's the team arriving in the trip. Yeah, I'm not really comfortable with with the quality of this internet. So, were you guys in any way seeing what I was doing? I don't know. Ostars saying you're good to go. Someone saying from Russia, but it was breaking. So I don't know if it was sharing what I was doing, but now I can hear myself talking, but I don't think it was sharing that YouTube YouTube page. Did you guys watch it then? You see, because somebody just tell me. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Anyway, I just want to touch base with what's going on today at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations final group C match between Nigeria Super Eagles and the Cranes of Uganda. That one should definitely get us talking, because I was trying to get that video out so you guys can watch it and then we'll come talk about it. The Cranes of Uganda, they have a better head-to-head record. Can you believe it? 8 matches, they have 4 wins. The Super Eagles just 2 wins over Uganda and the rest draws. I met Uche Ikeazu. Let me see if I can bring up that conversation I had with Uche. He has a Nigerian dad from Delta State and a Ugandan mom, but he plays for the Cranes of Uganda. Born in England, quality striker, And I spoke to him and he was saying he's looking forward to this one. He hopes to, make it memorable for himself, make it an amazing experience. I'll just try to see if this internet is just going to let me. I will. I doubt it's going to let me, because the internet is such. It's giving me things. Give me a minute. By the way, if you're just joining the live stream, tell me where you're watching it from. I'd like to know where you're watching from. What are your expectations if you follow Nigeria Super Eagles? They're going to play Uganda today. What do you think? What should Coach Eric Chelle do? A lot of you guys are saying he should rotate, but he sealed his lips on that at the pre-match conference. He's not saying if he's going to rotate or stay with his current squad. But I think, what do you think? Because I asked Coach Eric Chelle, I said to him, are you big on current form? If you bring in Ebenezer Akinsomiru or Tochukwu Nadia and they play so well, are you the sort of coach who is going to say, oh, you did well, let's continue with you in the round of 16, or you just drop the player right away because you belong to the bench? But I think he didn't really understand the question. Maybe he thought I was saying, are you going to play them? And he didn't answer that question. Because I know I was asking that question. I know football fans. The moment he rotates now and brings in one player that does so well, everyone will now start saying, oh, that player that played well against Uganda, why didn't they put him at this and that and that? So I wanted the coach to say, if he's that type of guy that if you bring in Paul Onuachu and start scoring now, can you keep Victor Osimhen on the bench? Definitely not. Maybe that as a silly example. But I needed to use the midfielders, as example to him, but he didn't really get it. So what do you guys think? Should Coach Eric Chelle do the rotation? Should he mix it? Some people are saying he should just go strictly for the reserved players. Let's see a different goalkeeper, different set of defenders, different set of midfielders, and the forwards. Do you think he should do that, or he should mix it up? I think he should mix it up, but there are some persons that need to rest in the squad. Stanley Wabali is one person that needs to rest. He's still struggling with that injury that he picked during the playoff. I do not understand why they are really forcing him to play. Wilfred Ndidi needs to rest. Calvin Bassey needs to rest. That guy is the horse. It's been going on for forever. Played all the qualifiers, AFCON and World Cup, and now he's still, doing his thing with the team. I think he needs to rest. I want to see Ryan Alibioshu. That's one guy I really want to see. Let's test his level and his level of quality that he has, his understanding of the African game. Let's test him. I think he's a good player, and we were crying that we do not have Ola. I do not understand why Coach Chelle doesn't want to see I can explore options in that role. Yeah, because everybody seems to have been coming for pride to start some. By the way, I had a very good game. I thought it was decent against Tunisia, but yeah, Coach Eric Chelle, I think he knows he needs to do more in terms of finding a proper replacement for Ola. Anyway, I'd like to see Brian Alebioshu. I'd like to see Ebenezer Akinsomiro. I'm still trying to see if I can download that video, because for some reason that thing didn't play. Let's try again. Let's see if it's going to work now. Let's see if it's going to work. Give me a minute. It's not about to try, so let me just try again. Thank you, Olufemi Paul Ajayi. Thank you. Look, I'm not feeling the live. I just want my people to see me. They haven't seen me since I got to Morocco. I tried to go live at the media center. It didn't work. I've tried to go live. So maybe when I go out now to the stadium, I'll try to just go live to see if I can bring the different fans, Nigeria and Uganda, hopefully outside. The internet will work, but Orange, what's going on? I used Orange in Paris and it was not a problem. I used Orange in Cameroon. It wasn't bad, but in Morocco, it's Orange network. God, it's just a complete mess. Yeah, Olufemi, I agree. I'd like to also see the new guys, but this is the question I'm asking. Let's get into it quickly before I start leaving for the stadium. Dr. Victor Ademola is waiting for me. Let me not keep him waiting. So that's the call to action, guys. Uganda versus Nigeria. How should the Super Eagles approach this game? Do you want to see complete, different lineup entirely? Do you want to see a mix, or do you just want Coach Eric Chelle to go with his regulars? Don't forget, this match is also very important as regards who you're going to play in the round of 16. So I think that's one thing Coach Eric Chelle needs to have at the back of his mind. But if you leave me, I'll say win it. Win it to keep your momentum going. Win it because you're as good as your last game. Win it to see ways that you can improve. Don't go there. Again, win it to improve the record against Uganda. As I said, we have met 8 times. Uganda 4 wins. Nigeria 2. Can you believe it? Yeah, that's why you should win it. And Coach Paul Put, he was saying to us at the pre-match conference that he hasn't forgotten what Nigeria did to him when he was coach of Burkina Faso. Remember, he was coach of Burkina Faso, and Nigeria stopped him from winning the AFCON in the final in 2013. So he says for him, it's a personal revenge mission. For the players, it was Jordan Obito that was there. Obito said, look, for us, we want to qualify. We did not like the way we came out against Tanzania. So this game, Uganda wants to do something with it. So that's why I'm saying that the Super Eagles cannot afford to mess around with this game. What do you think? Tell me, how should they approach this game? Keep the comments coming. I'll come to it now. Get ready to leave for the stadium. So if that's just what we'll talk about before I go, let's do it quickly. But I want to see if I can play that. Where are you? Yeah. So that's the call to action. Uganda versus Nigeria. How should the Super Eagles approach this game? You tell me. You've been following the team, big fan of the team. How do you want the team to approach this game? What's going on with this? With this internet. Okay, let me read some comments from you guys. So you've seen the call to action, yeah? So let me quickly get into it. Thanks. Yeah. I see you guys. Thank you. Osas said you are good to go. Osas, yeah, but the internet was a mess at the time. I was playing a video from my YouTube channel, and you guys couldn't see. Bola Lawrence, quite difficult to tell. The main team is yet to gel, still at 65% level, and we equally need to see new faces. In a competition match like this, especially in midfield and goalpost, there's nothing Eric Chelle would tell. If he plays Stanley Nwabali today at the post-match conference, I'm going to ask him, because it is visible. It is visible for everyone to see that Stanley Nwabali is struggling. He's not 100% fit. Let him rest. He needs to rest. Thank you so much, Olufemi Paul Ajayi. I see you. I feel the love. Great job as usual. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm also hoping to see the new boys. Me too, 100%. Kulexi Chifo, well done. Kulexi, good to see you. I haven't seen my people for quite some time. I said, no, my guys will be waiting for me. Like, what's going on? You guys have been coming to the comment section on some of my uploaded videos saying, oh, where are you? Where are you? I've been busy going everywhere in fairs, you know. But the internet has been a complete mess. I hope it works. When I get to the stadium now, I'm just going to mount the iPad and say I can just get fans to just come into it to, you know, give their views as regards the match. I think it's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm going to do just that. So stay with me. In about an hour, I should be at the stadium. I'll pick my tags and then I will get on that conversation. I don't understand why people keep coming for Brighton. Yeah, I agree. But you see, that's the problem with Nigerians. That's why I want Coach Chelle to be careful. You just need to make one mistake and Nigerians will never forget. They will never forget. Bright Osai Samuel has been very, very good. He was decent in the first game. He was outstanding against Tunisia. I totally agree with you, but you know, people, Olushola Yorinde, he should rotate. The usual guys may come from bench if necessary. I don't even want them to come from the bench, Olushola. Rotate the team. There are some guys in there we need to see. We need to see Paul Onuachu. Yeah. We need to see Cyril Desas. We need to see Ryan Alibioshu. We need to see Ebenezer Akinsamiro. We need to see Tochukwu Nadi. Even Mohamed Usman I called. Let's see Fago Lawal. Yeah, let's see those players. Igo Ogu, I like him a lot. Let's see him. Yeah, let's see him play. Let's know what's up, you know. You need to see those guys. Very, very important. This is the sort of game that you do and then they show you love and bring, you know, they consolidate on the efforts of the team. Kulexi Morocco is tough, going everywhere, trying to, you know, get job done. Really tough. Yes, I want to see an entire change. Me too. If you leave me, all the regular guys, in fact, anyone that has played the last two games, just sit on the bench completely. I want to see an entire change. We need to know. Yeah, I agree on that, Douglas. Go with a complete fresh 11. Those boys are not in Morocco to cheer. Yeah, you call them. Let's see them. Let's see them. Let's criticize them. Let's criticize them. Don't go and play our regulars now. They might pick a knock. They might have a bad game. The media will start coming for them. All sorts of things can happen when you do that. So, yeah, I completely agree. They should sit on the bench, guys that have played before. David Sonya, we need to start fielding these new faces because the time will come where we need to replace the old faces. Absolutely. So we can't wait till then. Absolutely agree. And we also have our brother. Exactly. I had a conversation with him. It's right there on my YouTube channel, and I also put it on Facebook. Guys, go watch it. I said his best player is Austin JJ Okocha. I asked him if he's going to be mixed feelings playing against Nigeria, you know, and all of that. So he spoke well, you know, and I also needed to know, you know, what makes the Cranes of Uganda special. And I like the answers. Like, you can go watch it, guys. Go watch it. Let me see if I can paste down the link to the last Super Eagles training that I covered. You can just go feed your eyes on it. Drop comments. You're going to like it, you know, because I was right there with them from the pre-match conference to almost everything. But I want to see if I can play Piazu's conversation before I leave this live stream. That's just what I want to see if I can do. Yeah. Because this internet is pissing me off, guys. That's why I'm 100% quality. If it's not. blah, 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 blah. Oyebola Oladimeji, I see your comments there from Uganda. We should definitely come out with a mix. Team both for the senior men's national team. You need to take it. That game against Egypt, it didn't come out as expected. So I think that's why the coach candidates tell me I don't know what to do again with this my internet. It's even the internet in my village in Akwa Ibom won't behave like this. So let me go. Let me get to the stadium. Yeah, all the time I was trying to play videos from my YouTube channel and it wasn't even working. So give me a minute, guys. Let me just switch the internet and see if it's gonna be better. Name it's not happening. So that's the conversation I want us to have. Can the Cranes of Uganda stop the Super Eagles? If we are quick to say, no, it cannot happen. It's Uganda. We have played 8 times and they have a better head-to-head record. So this time around, the Super Eagles, they should play for pride. They should play to sustain the momentum that they built from the first 2 matches. Should Coach Eric Chelle do the rotation of players? That's one question. Another question I'm asking you guys. Have you been impressed with Coach Eric Chelle's game management? You guys talked about his game management, particularly the substitutions they made in that game against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. What do you think? Let this video drop. Go watch the other videos that are on the channel. And when I come back in the evening, hopefully when everyone is, sleeping, the network will be a lot better. And then I'll come back live. When I'm at the stadium, I'll try to bring you fans' reactions so you get to see how the fans are pumped up for Uganda versus Nigeria. That's it, guys. I'll see you around again. That's it.